There are quite a few weapons with special pack-a-punch abilities in Black Ops 6 Zombies, so today I kinda wanna take a look at the top 7 guns that completely change whenever you pack them. So as always, make sure you smash the like button for the algorithm. Let's try to get to 500 likes on this one and subscribe for more content. And before we start this, just a quick disclaimer, this is my favorite list, so if you guys have a different one, please put it down below so we can have a nice chat about it. But with that out of the way, let's get this. Alright guys, so number 7 we do have the Compact 92 SMG. Now this is one of the best SMGs in the game, even without the special pack-a-punch ability, because it has this insane fire rate. Like, look at that, the damage per second is absolutely ridiculous. It makes it one of the best guns for boss fights and for pretty much high runs and for pretty much anything in the game. But this thing has a very nice special pack-a-punch ability, and if you guys are looking at the crosshair for a bit, well, you see that it's pretty small. So let me get some ammo. Look at this hipfire accuracy. It's perfect. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, you can just pretty much cruise through the map with this without ADSing. You basically are a speed demon while using this weapon. And it makes it perfect for pretty much any boss fight or anything, because you want to be as mobile as possible, and this weapon will give you that. ADS, well, it's not really an option for this weapon. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. I don't have a loadout for this weapon in particular. I really don't know why I haven't got to the camo grind on it yet, but it's an absolutely fantastic weapon, and pretty much everything you have to do is just put a big mag on, make it for mobility, and that's pretty much it. Moving on to number 7, we have the LR762 Sniper. Now this is a bolt action sniper rifle that is actually pretty slow whenever you ADS and stuff like that. It can still one-shot around 20 plus even without pack-a-punch, so it's definitely pretty powerful. But whenever you pack-a-punch it, well, it has one of the coolest special pack-a-punch abilities. Look at that. It shoots explosive rounds, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Might just be one of the best weapons in the game right now. I absolutely adore this weapon. I think is the weapon that I use the most in this game. I did beat the Citadel Daymore boss, I did beat the Terminus boss, even the Liberty Falls boss with this. It's absolutely insane. Like, it's so powerful, it's ridiculous. And I think I like this a bit more than the GS45s, just because it's a bit easier on the ammo, so you definitely conserve ammo a lot more with this. You don't spam it as much as you do with the GS45s. You have a bit more reserves as well, and it's just doing so much damage. Like, it's absolutely insane. Look at that, I just one-shotted a Mangler around 17. Like, this is absolutely insane. I've seen a lot of people getting to round 55 with this, so it's definitely a decent weapon for high rounds. But whenever the super sprinters are in, things are gonna get pretty messy, just because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a big bolt action sniper rifle that is kind of slow, but super fun to use and does massive damage to bosses. The loadout is gonna be on the screen right now. The most important attachments are gonna be, of course, the rapid fire attachment. Put a red dot on this, and just use everything for ADS to make this a bit easier on the movement, the ADS speed. Alright guys, on number 5 we have another sniper rifle. This is LW3A1 Crossline. This, again, it's a pretty slow bolt action sniper rifle, a bit faster than the LR762, but doesn't do as much damage per shot. But this thing has one of the coolest pack-a-punch abilities in the game, and I'm gonna show you in just a second why. Because this will be one of the fastest weapons in the game and does the most amount of damage per shot when packed. So we pack-a-punch it to level 1. Look at the ADS speed. It's freaking insane. Like, it's faster than a pistol, which is absolutely ridiculous. The fire rate increases by quite a bit, so you can pretty much spam this, especially if you have the fire rate attachment, the rapid fire attachment. And the damage per shot is the highest one in the whole game. Like, this will do, I think, over 100,000 damage per shot if set up correctly. And if you use the augment for Deadshot that doubles the critical damage on the first shot when a zombie is full health, well, this will absolutely destroy everything, including bosses and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, high rounds and everything, I think this is the weapon that will do the most amount of damage per shot. Like, it's absolutely insane. Loadout is going to be on the screen right now. Again, very nice that you can put a red dot on, just because it's so fast. It's absolutely fantastic. If you want to go for high rounds, this is a very fun weapon. Keep in mind, at the end of the day, it's a sniper rifle. You do need to aim a bit at their heads to do well with it. So it's a bit more skillful of a weapon. So definitely keep in mind that. Alright guys, on the number 4 spot, we have a weapon very similar to the Compact 92, but it's an LMG. This is the GPMG7. And if used correctly, more specifically, if you have the steady aim laser for hip fire, well, it kind of has the same pack-a-punch ability as the Compact 92. But as I said, it has 300 rounds in a magazine. I think you can get 350 with the biggest mag, and you can just pretty much do this. Hold mouse 1 without ADSing and you're gonna cruise through the map. I mean, I'm only having it pack 1 at round 26, so it's not gonna do as much damage as you think, but this weapon is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite guns to take down the Citadel Daymore boss, just because you can shoot for a very long amount of time. The fire rate is pretty insane. I'm pretty sure the fire rate does increase a bit whenever you pack it, which is very, very nice. And well, as I said, you don't have to ADS, and having an LMG that has insane mobility, it's actually pretty great. And this combined with stamina, it's fantastic because you're gonna move super fast. You can just like back up and shoot at the same time and just do massive amount of damage. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game just because it's so much fun to use. The loadout is going to be on the screen right now. As I said, the most important attachment, of course, is going to be the laser for hip fire, which is pretty much the first one you unlock. And of course, having the rapid fire on really helps out a lot because better fire rate, it's always the best thing for a weapon. And I would highly advise anybody to use this for anything you do in the game, especially for the boss fights, because the mobility on this LMG is absolutely insane. Alright guys, so number 3 we have the good old Mustang and Sally, or Mustang and Fort, whatever it's called in this game. This is the GS45 in akimbo and pretty much the fan favorite weapon in the game right now. I'm not a big fan of it just because you burn through ammo way too quick and literally makes most of the game just a bit too easy. This is the weapon that got me through spawn room challenge to round 50 on Citadel Daymore. Basically pack a punch 1 GS45 legendary. I got to round 50, so that's how good a weapon is. But honestly, I feel like the LR762 sniper does a bit more damage than this. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I prefer that a bit more, and the ammo situation is just a bit easier on that. But at the end of the day, the GS45s are extremely easy to use. They're like perfect for Easter eggs, perfect for high rounds. They're like really good for the boss fights as well. Like you can beat pretty much Terminus, Liberty Falls, and Citadel Daymore bosses without any real sweat on this. The loadout is going to be on the screen. Here, I think the most important attachments are going to be the akimbo mode, and of course the rapid fire and the bigger magazines. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, you can use whatever you like. This weapon is just absolutely fantastic. And well, if you're kind of struggling with the game, just grab PhD, grab these things, and you're gonna cruise through rounds. You're gonna have absolutely no issues. And one of the best things about this weapon is because it's akimbo, you can pretty much shoot one weapon without shooting the other one. So it's like an alternate fire mode. So shoot the first weapon, and then when that weapon it's like empty, you reload, and then while reloading you shoot the other gun. Like it's just fantastic that you can do that, and you can like manage ammo a bit easier, and you can like train a bit easier like that. Alright guys, on the second place we have another sniper rifle. Pretty much every sniper in the game has a pack-a-punch ability, which is very nice, and I really like to see that. This is the SVD semi-automatic sniper, and at first, once again, this is pretty slow, does a lot of damage actually. Like round 11 we're still like one-shotting zombies and everything, but when you pack-a-punch, I think this might have like the coolest pack-a-punch ability, because look at this. Look at the crosshair, it's a shotgun crosshair. Look at the wall, I'm shooting multiple shots. Basically, I'm shooting 3 sniper bullets. I think I have like the option turned off. Basically, I'm shooting 3 sniper bullets, but in a shotgun form. And you do this. This is absolutely ridiculous and one of the most fun weapons to use in the game. This used to be my favorite gun in the game for a very long time. This does extremely good on bosses, extremely good on high rounds, on elites. Whatever you throw at it, this thing will absolutely shred. The loadout is going to be on the screen right now. The most important attachments are going to be the rapid fire, and of course having a bigger magazine and making it a bit faster and more lightweight. So having the ADS options and the movement speeds are pretty much your best friends on this. One of the bigger disadvantages of this weapon is going to be the ammo. And what I don't like is the fact that whenever you pack it, the ammo size is not going to double in the magazine. So for example, if you have a 10 round mag, it's only going to go to, I think, 13 or 14. And honestly, I think that's okay as well, because if this had like a 30 round magazine, well, things would have been a bit too overpowered, because you can like kill so many zombies with one shot. Is insane. And I think we have a mangler around. Yeah, we do have a mangler right there. Look how fast I can clear up this whole horde. I know I'm only round 11, it's not that big of a deal, but this thing will do insane damage even around 40. We got a mangler right there. Let's reload. There we go. One. That's a 2-shot. That's the two-shot. It's just so fantastic to use and so easy to use as well. But keep in mind, you are still gonna be a bit slow because at the end of the day, this is a sniper rifle, but I would highly advise you guys give this a go for pretty much anything you do in the game. And on the number one spot for me, well, I know a lot of people are gonna say I'm mad for this, but the new sniper rifle, it's absolutely fantastic. I know it's pretty slow and everything, doesn't do a whole lot of damage and stuff like that, but whenever you pack a punch it, look at the ADS speed, a lot faster. Look at the fire rate, absolutely insane. Like this thing, it's freaking ridiculous when pack a punch, and I think it's pretty much my favorite weapon in the game right now. I was a bit skeptical at the beginning, but when I saw this fire rate, it's absolutely insane. The loadout is going to be on the screen right now for this weapon. Having a bigger magazine does help a lot, but much like the SVD, this doesn't get a double mag whenever you pack a punch it. It only increases the magazine by a tiny bit. And I guess it's pretty understandable just because this weapon is like extremely overpowered when pack a punch. Imagine having like again a 30 round magazine with this fire rate. Like, it's ridiculous, and the damage that it does is pretty darn insane. And not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed that this weapon did not get the explosive rounds that it did in Modern Warfare 2019. I think it was called the Rytech. But nonetheless, this weapon is freaking fantastic and one of the best guns in the game right now. I know a lot of people hate the ammo situation with it because you only have 100 in reserve. And, well, you do go through it pretty darn fast, but at the end of the day, this has insane damage capability and it's like really good for high runs as well. I've been seeing people go to over round 55 with it, so it's definitely good at health cap as well. And look at that, it's just so satisfying to use. Like, you shoot so fast with it, it's insane. Let me get some more ammunition right here. That amalgam, well, it's pretty much gone. Like, you spam it so quick is insane. I really wish, again, I really wish this had doubled the ammo in the mag when packed, but I really feel like that could have been a bit too overpowered if they would have done that. And the fact, again, that you can put a red dot sight on it and it is that mobile whenever packed. So this basically has two special pack-a-punch abilities, one of them being faster ADS and movement speed, and then the second one having like insane fire rate increase. I still feel like the SVD has a cooler pack-a-punch ability, but I don't know. For me, this is a new weapon. It's something that I have never used before, and it's just so nice to see that it performs very well. So pretty much every sniper, we have 4 snipers in zombies. Every sniper has a pack-a-punch ability, and one is better than the other. Like, it's pretty insane how well the snipers have been treated in this game. Of course, other than this, there are a few more weapons. Like the ASG-89 shotgun that gets like a bit of a fire rate increase, but I didn't want to include it in this because everybody knows about it. Then we have the PP919, I think it's called. It's basically the Bison that gets a magazine from 80 to 340. So once again, another really cool pack-a-punch ability. And then we have the DM10 marksman rifle, which is not a very good weapon, to be honest. But basically, whenever you pack upon it turns from a marksman rifle that, you know, it's like single fire. It turns into a binary trigger weapon, so it shoots once when you click and shoots again when you release. So it basically shoots 2 bullets at once. Kind of cool, but pretty useless weapon at the end of the day. So these are pretty much my favorite pack-a-punch abilities in the game. I think my top 7. As I said, let me know in the comments below if you have any other weapons to add, or if you have... if you like them in a different order, stuff like that, and have a nice conversation in there. As always, guys, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content. There's going to be a lot of more weapons added in the game, so I definitely want to cover those as well. At the end of the day, there are some pretty insane weapons in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and most of them are pretty much viable. Not for high runs, because, yeah, the zombies have a bit too much health, but they're, like, super fun to use for, you know, until, like, round 30, 40, all of them. Anyways, that's gonna be for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.